Who loves you? Who loves you? Who loves you, baby? Who loves you? I do. I love you. 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 I love you, Carrie. I love you and 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 I just did you and you and you and you again and you and you and you and you. That would be me, you. The me, you that's specifically me. The somehow generous self-lover, self-regarder who can pull himself back from the brink, back from the edge of the reflecting pool before he becomes too consumed with his own visage, who can stop himself from falling into the self-image slipstream. Because I believe, and why wouldn't I, being me, that loving myself most of all is the best way that I can love all of you. It's true. I really do believe that's true. And I have plenty of evidence. I do. I really do. Curious, aren't you? Well, I would be if I were you, which, as I've already said, I almost am. You, me. You, me, you, me, you, me, 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 me. Summer of 1987. Summer of love. Not the summer of love, that'll be 1967, but close enough. A summer of love, my summer of love. I'm in a theater company, just out of school with my mates. Fellow travelers, artsy boy men and crafty girl women pushing their oh so bohemian notes, creating, pushing the edge, living in sin. No, just pushing personal equals communal boundaries, in, out, and away. We rehearsed our shows by the day we did the shows at night in repertory, and just as importantly to our artistic growth, there were the after the show and tell. As in, I'm a boy and you're a girl, and I'm a girl and you're a boy, and I'm a boy and you're a boy, and I'm a girl and you're a girl, and this is a beer, and this is some herbal cure-all, the smoking cure, the cure for all the repressed instincts to abandon now for a real future and bohemianism forever. And this is where the generosity of my self-regard comes in. At the end of the Sunday matinee, regardless of the size of my role, whether my work is truly brilliant or not, I insist, for the good of us all, that it is Boocock time. Oh yes, a very special time, a time when everybody can let it all go, let it all flow, get funky, let it all go, get down. Bring me my platform, I would stand on the table, and with one last Black Power Juan Carlos fist salute, then it was time for sympathy, always sympathy, sympathy for the devil. Dave, bring me the blue hookah. And the hookah would be brought before me. I would look into the eyes of the entire company, and the ritual mask would go on. The ritual would begin, and I would pull. Do I love me, or do I love me? And on this night, on this magical night of self-love, I would leap, I would pounce out of my smoky cauldron like a slinky love puma, and all the cats would purr, meow. Then we would make our way, a line dance out into the middle of the main street in Williamstown, USA, and we would howl, the moon, la loon. Then we'd run through the woods like wild mustangs, our bodies bouncing across the branches back to a dorm that we had retrofitted for our needs. The closest I come to communal self-love is clicking like on my own social media post. Click like as in self-like, which isn't exactly self-love that keeps on giving more love. Yeah, somebody or some buddies can keep sharing the like, maybe even give a quick poke to the share, but like is still just like, no matter how many times you share, poke, or like, share, like, poke, mirroring, like, as in, hey, I did this thing, like, or I'm about to do this thing, like, and I like it. Like. It's good for generating interest in an increasingly virtual, almost totally self-serve, fend for yourself Home Depot world. But the DIY model can bring out the truly ugly narcissist in us all. We're all looking at ourselves, and then at others, looking at us, looking at ourselves. All this liking is actually making us feel very unloved. The men feel bad because their jobs aren't as cool as other men's jobs. The women think that maybe the other women look younger, prettier, better than they do. This is not progress. This is certainly not love. So where is the love? Tune in to just the right frequencies in the moment. Shift to short radio. Number nine. Cincinnati score. Cubs 4, Cincinnati 3. James Bond, Sean Connery. Boocock, you wussy. If you don't know how to find real love outside your pathetic little self by now, I'm sure you never ever will. Radio Lux, Radio Free, what Nicky Rourke. Fuck Connery. Sean Connery. He's a jerk. Don't listen to that misogynist dinosaur. I mean, I'm one too, but I'm not sure to find where the real love is right now, but in the here and now, but he doesn't know either. Though I would advise you maybe step back from that insidious social networking application. Well, Keith Richards. Boocock, I highly recommend coming back to the party, come back to the showers, and retake your leadership role in the parties. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Boocock, a man of wealth and ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles bring poor George John. Yes, it's John. Yes. I think you must get back in the game now, Paul. You did know now how to have fun, didn't you? It doesn't mean you shouldn't be more mindful of your drinking and your drugs. Yes, be mindful. No need to pass a kidney stone at 4 a.m. at Red Hook now, is there? My name is Paul Boocock. And you and you only look as good as you feel. And since you only feel as good as you look, you only look as good as you feel. You look as good as you feel. You look as good as you feel. You look as good as you feel, as perceived on so many spectrums, moving across the shallow shallows of the mass medial cortexian spectrum. Now, sometimes I'm fine about that. Sometimes I'm totally Zen, Yoga, Shanti, Vishnu, Guru, Mohammed, Buddha about all of that. About all of those images coming across the shallow shallows of the mass medial cortexian spectrum. But sometimes I wished I looked more like an Ashton Kutcher point of purchase display. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's sad, but it's him, me. That's okay, right? Right? A risk assessment. What they call in big-time commercial real estate, a valuation. Yes. Let's do that to me. I'm going to be that honest, that real about me. Let's do that right now. From top to bottom. Hair. Grayer. Thinner. Tuftier. Unevenly dispersed. If I pull it over to one side, I expose a patch of once white, now pink skin. But if I flip it over to the other side, I've got sort of a comb over. I'm a semi-retired Jewish accountant down in Boca Raton with a metal detector on the beach. Look, Gladys, a Spanish doubloon. Forehead. Wrinkly. Armadillo forehead. Ding, 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 and a xylophone forehead. And wait a minute, there's one long white hair sticking out of the middle of my armadillo forehead. I can go weeks without even noticing that hair, but of course my daughter notices it, and then she pulls it out. Ouch! That really hurts. And then she just laughs, the careless, carefree laugh of the immortal child. Eyes. From the outside looking in, still functional, charming, twinkly, manipulative. But from the inside looking out, not very useful. Certainly not useful for finding that one long white hair sticking out of my armadillo forehead. Down to the nose. Assessment. Bigger. Thicker. Filled with content. Never-ending content. Content of various viscosities, as Arnold Palmer calls the motor oils of Quaker State. And hair, more hair, hair not on my head, hair coming out of my nose. Wait a minute. When I get some free time, I kind of pull the hair with my tweezers. Or if I don't have tweezers, with my fingers acting like tweezers. I pull them out. Ouch! Jesus Christ, that hurts. But wait a minute, I can use that. I'm an actor. Alas, poor Ulrich. I knew him